Today, we're just going to get right into it as your favorite talking head does his best to review another television show. Today's show is Daisy Jones and the Six, which just finished up on Amazon about 2 months ago. I'm a little late to the party, but it was wonderful. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Humphrey, and for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm just another annoying, pathetic pleb on the internet giving my opinion because I think it would matter, but also to right some wrongs because sometimes the critics are a little weird. And this is the case with Daisy Jones and the Six. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, from what I understand, it's based off of a book, and the plot is very simple. It follows a band 20 years later in the future where they are doing a documentary on the band, on the success of the band, and why they gave up after only one successful album, and broke up, and what happened there. Now there's some twist on who's doing the documentary, and there's some twist in there. So what you get in the TV show is you get to see the band a little older, and they're telling the story, and then you get to see them relive the story with the same actors when they were younger of forming the band. It was a really clever way of how the bands came together in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, how they came together, formed a band, and got together, made an album, and then broke up. Very clever way, because from what I understand from my dad, that's how bands were formed all the time, with hours of practice going from live bar to club to whatever there. And the cast is wonderful. You got Sam Claflin. If you don't know who he is, he's from Me Before You, which my wife really liked, and he's from Love Rosie, which is the movie I really like of him. I think he's very talented, and he's done lots of other things, war movies, and that. My wife likes him because she thinks he's good looking, and was surprised to hear that he had such a wonderful voice. And then you got the lovely granddaughter of Elvis Presley herself, who is a very talented actress in her own right, and that's what she is. She's an actress, but showed me that she can actually sing and surprised the hell out of me. That I didn't know. She literally felt like I was listening to and watching a young Stevie Nicks. That's what I liked about it. And then you have the rest of the band, his brothers, and other friends, and one guy who ends up quitting and becoming an orthodontist. But you have like the rise and fall of a band, and you have some very clever arcs through this documentary when they're old, and then showing it's like a music documentary, is what it was. But there now, from what I understand, that it was a very popular book that came out not that long ago in 2019, and it's just as good. It's another book I'm going to have to pick up and read because I never heard of it till this TV show, this miniseries. But the music is incredible, and I want to know if in the book it has all the lyrics or how they did it in there, because I think the album is the album, the ride along album, as I like to call it, that comes with the show is equally just as good. But I liked it. I know some people aren't going to like that it's a little bit of a slow to get to the whole point of all this, right? And some people aren't going to like the music because music isn't for everybody. It's like any medium, it's subjective. And they're not going to like the drama part of Sookie Waterhouse and things like that. And right. And really, you're there to see a band come together, fall apart, come back together, right? Up, down, slow, and then fall apart again. And what it does is it brings out music. It's literally what the music scene was probably like in the 60s and 70s. My dad told me. And Timothy Oliphant comes in and steals the show like he always does. I love that guy. He'll definitely be Raylan Givens for the rest of his life. If you ask me, he's such a talented actor, and he does a good job being the road manager. And Teddy Price, and they show Merv Griffin and things like that. They do a good job. I like the the actors did a phenomenal job playing that type of role, getting that type of sound, getting that whole like Earth, Love, Wind, 60s hippie music in there, and making it good. And then each one, I think each one plays some very talented rock music from that time period in each episode to contrasts with the music that they're creating in the show. Very well done. A big shout out to the lovely lady that played his wife Camille. She did a tremendous job. She was the anchor of the show, and it made sense, right? You're married to a lovely rock star, good-looking rock star who women love, and the jealousy that proceeds, and the the enviousness the um, of the group because she can't be a part of it because they just had a baby. What a tremendous job she played as a character, even in the old documentary scenes that they show. I really liked it. I don't know what the critics were thinking, what the reviewers were thinking when they thought of this show. Is it perfect? No. By all means, could they have done without a lot of this stuff? No. But it's based off of a book, and a book has a lot of stuff in it that you can put in there and that you can build off of. But all the acting is incredible. Like I said, I didn't know either of them could sing, right? I knew that she was the granddaughter of Elvis Presley, and I knew that he could sing, and I knew that her mom could really sing. Nobody ever gave her credit. I guess Elvis was just too big. But I knew that she could act, and I knew that she could do a tremendous job. And I thought she did a fantastic job of portraying the character and singing. What a talent! What a great job! They should be proud of this show. Like I said, there's a couple hit and misses in the middle, and I'm trying not to spoil much with what it's about, but it's literally you're following a rock band through the ages of just one very successful album. And the hit song that Look at Us Now is such a good song. And like I said, I'm going to read the book and see if the lyrics are in there or what they did to put the music to there or how they did it. But they do a wonderful job at portraying these characters and the emotions of being a rock star, whether it's drugs, alcohol, and that. I liked it. It's not going to be for everybody. It's definitely for a younger crowd, right? It's meant for a younger crowd that likes good-looking young people, and maybe some old people will like it because it's got some catchy music in it, and it's meant to live the life of the rock star. You can see that I gave it an 8 out of 10, which means I think it's great. I thought it was a great miniseries. I thought it was a great, excellent show. What you're gonna see though is it didn't make the list, and that's not a bad thing, right? But sixth place is still better than last, and 8 out of 10 is remarkable. Shrinking just beats it by a little bit, and I liked it. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. Let me know if you like the music because I did a review of the music yesterday, and I hope you guys liked it because I like the music that accompanies this great Amazon show. But look at us now. We're up to video what 50. Let me know what you guys think of me down below. Let me know what you think of the TV show. If you like it or not, compare with me. Let me know. But I appreciate your patience. If I don't see you guys again, bom dia, boa tarde, and boa noite. Ciao. Producer, play some music, but none from that TV show because I definitely can't afford that. Ciao.